Coming up here on the Pro Wrestling Show, presenting AEW All In London predictions, predict the outcome. Coming up, we're going to have all these matches. We're going to highlight who's going to be previewing all these matches. Who's going to be leaving All In as winners, losers, and in between. We're going to have predictions for the biggest event in AEW wrestling history. It all starts right now. Hello, everyone. Welcome to this edition of the Pro Wrestling Show. Predict the outcome for AEW London. All In. Predict the outcome. I'm your host, as always, Kendra Dix here. Glad you can join us here on the Pro Wrestling Show. Join in that conversation using the hashtag Pro Wrestling here on Connect. And don't forget to subscribe. Subscribe and share. This is our birthday week. And thank you for 6 amazing years. We'll continue on thriving and growing. That's what we do best. Thrive and grow. We thank you for watching. All right. We are here for All In London. London Bridge is here. And what a card this is. You can see the whole entire AEW card right here. All these matches, I mean, from top to bottom, they're looking impressive. Impressive card to talk about. But we're gonna get started with this. The preview show. The Adam Cole and MJF gonna have pulling double duty tonight. And what double duty they're gonna be pulling tonight? They're gonna be the beginning of almost to the end of the pre-show to the beginning of the event. And Adam Cole and MJF, the current world champion. We'll get to that in a little bit, but let's get with this. This is a match that everyone wants to see. A feel-good moment. The House of Black defend the AEW World Trios Tag Team Championship against the Acclaim. Can the Acclaim win Trios Gold over the House of Black? This match has been percolating for quite some time. It's been brewing after the Acclaim wanted to with Daddy Ass Billy Gunn, whatever you want to call him. Billy Gunn, like I said, Billy Gunn is kind of like the person that I would say, when we thought the Acclaim, Billy Gunn were a stronger team, they were, but Billy Gunn kind of felt for himself that he didn't have what it takes. But this is a live photo right here of when the Acclaim got attacked by the House of Black. The House of Black attacking the Acclaim left and right. I think the Acclaim kind of didn't realize what was going on. They went down like flies. Billy Gunn really didn't have it neither. He decided that he wanted to quit the boots. But the Acclaim kind of convinced Billy Gunn, hey, you still got some gas left in the tank. Billy Gunn really didn't think he did. That's one thing with Billy Gunn. He kind of realized that he kind of needed, what was gonna go down. But as the weekend saw right here, we'll get that in a minute. But we saw here Billy Gunn kind of came out of nowhere and decided on Dynamite that he's gonna be teaming up with his boys, the Acclaim, to even up the odds. And Billy Gunn saying he's gonna bring a new attitude, a new character. He's gonna be bringing badass Billy Gunn. And I think badass Billy Gunn might be the difference to help the Acclaim win the Trios Tag Team Championship. The Acclaim even did some rap yesterday, and on the rap and stuff, the Acclaim claimed they want to win some gold. Win some gold. Like I said, it's a tough one for me. You got to wonder, the Acclaim are on the roll. So I look for the Acclaim to defeat the House of Black to become the new 6-man tag team champions. Look for that coming up for store eventually. So look for that. Speaking of that, another match that everybody's been participating, been talking about lately, and stuff, that the match that everybody's been talking about quite some time. They've been talking about this Chris Jericho going against Will Ospreay. Jericho and Ospreay will meet tonight. Chris Jericho vows to shut up his critics. Jericho, you know how Chris Jericho is. Chris Jericho likes to, and he's going to be performing while coming to the ring. Oh wow, Chris Jericho trying to be the prima donna, the father of reinvention. He always like to reinvent himself. Um, always like to do stuff a little bit to the edge. I'll say that. Well, we know that Will Ospreay aligned himself with Don Callis. The Chris Jericho thought he was going to join Don Callis in Don Callis' own stable. Well, Don Callis had different things. After Jericho found out that Callis had this picture right here of Chris Jericho's head. Chris Jericho is just, I mean, he was going to join them, and then all of a sudden they was forming best friends. Now they bitter enemies. Don Callis used to be friends with some of these people, Omega and Jericho. I think Don Callis like, hell, fuck him. I mean, that's his thing, but to me, you're bitten at the hand that you chew, and I think he better know what he's doing with with a lot of these folks. Even they had the contract signing this week right here. Um, Will Ospreay and Chris Jericho met for the contract signing. As a Chris, Will Ospreay said it best that he wants to help his stepson and put his girlfriend. He wants to have them a big life and stuff, and I think that's what happened. And they had that face-to-face confrontation. The confrontation even went personal for a minute, and it even went more personal after Jericho saying that he's gonna shut his credit. He's gonna do everything he can to win the match and win big. So Chris Jericho said he ain't got nothing to lose. That's why I think Jericho ain't got nothing to lose in this match. I think a lot is going down. I think um Will Ospreay needs this match more. That's what I'm looking at. Ospreay needs the match and stuff. That he wants to be the one to shut up Chris Jericho. A lot of people are believing that he's the odds favorite to win it. So look for Ospreay to win tonight. So Ospreay will win his match tonight. Can we show that? Okay, can we show that, please? We had it, but it was another surprising thing that Jericho showed up at Will Ospreay's indie event and tried to be a distraction. And he did so by showing up. Jericho trying to play mind games, as like always. So Jericho trying to get the upper hand. It's Jericho looking forward to his match against Don Callis. I mean, he could be Don Callis, but Will Ospreay. Jericho sent a blatant message. So look for I would say that look for Will Ospreay to win his match. Will Ospreay needs it more over Chris Jericho. So I would say Will Ospreay will win his match over Chris Jericho tonight. We can show the picture of Will Ospreay, just Jericho. Speaking of Jericho, Jericho wants, and he's gonna be performing as well. So Jericho's gonna be pulling double duty. But look for tonight, Will Ospreay winning the match over Chris Jericho. And Will Ospreay saying he might be a free agent. I'm Tony Khan. I'm gonna make sure that Will Ospreay is in my roster sooner rather than later. So we could be seeing that coming up for the future. So look for that. Will Ospreay defeating Chris Jericho. Also, too, another match that a lot of people are talking about: FTR versus the Young Bucks. We know FTR and the Young Bucks are maybe to consider the best tag team right now on the planet. They had their little face-to-face meeting to discuss it. We know Renee Young sat down with both of them, and like I said, these two didn't hold back one bit, saying this everything is a grudge match, everything is personal. Even FTR felt offended when the Young Bucks tried to use them on their use their names on their YouTube channel. They're the Young Bucks, felt offended that the FTR is the better tag team. There's a lot of scores to be settled, and I look at it like this: FTR needs it more than the Bucks. The Bucks are already made in AEW. Well, that's what they E for in AEW. But FTR needs this more win. So look for FTR to retain their tag team titles. And then too, there's been a lot of news going on amongst with Dash and stuff with Dash with with Cash Wilder and what's going on with him. But like I said, FTR will prevail in their match tonight. Yeah, well, FTR will prevail in their match tonight over the Young Bucks for the tag team titles. Another match that everyone has been talking about right here. The AEW Women's title is on the line as Hiroshita defends her title against former champions Paige, a former WWE Women's Champion, Divas Champion, Saraya on the count. Dr. Britt Baker and Tony Storm also held AEW Women's Gold, but these women had to go through hell to get where they need to be, and for a shot at the Women's Championship is no better. And then I be hating when they call it Women's World Championship. We get it, we get it, we get it. It's just still the women's title. Well, these four women will be hungry and scratching and clawing to get to the mountaintop, as they do always and stuff, to celebrate what they want to do. And this is the biggest feat for women's wrestling, if you ask me. Um, I look at it like this. Hiroshida's been on a roll. I don't see her losing the championship, but there could be a possibility coming forward and stuff and what's going on. So let me see. It wasn't that. It was not that. Mm, where is it? Where is it? Where is it? Like I said, look for Hiroshita to retain her women's championship in more ways than one. Hiroshita retaining the women's title. I can just see Hiroshita winning the women's championship. Gonna go. Speaking of that, another match that everyone's been talking about. Well, we know Don Callis is gonna be involved. Ken Omega, Hangman Page, and Kota Ibushi versus Tanisha, Jay White, and Juice Robinson. I hate botching up their names, but it is what it is. We know that this 6-man tag team match, I guess it's gonna be a precursor. Whoever wins the world 6-man tag team match will have to contend to whoever will win this match. There ain't no question about it. We know that Hangman, looking out for Kenny. Hangman and Kenny were former tag team champions back in the pandemic era. We know Kenny got attacked by Kashasa and the Bullet Club Go. This match is so personal, and it's personal indeed, a personal vendetta. But like I said, I look at it like this. This match is real simple to the bare bones. I see Heyman Page. He's been going and stuff. Look at it like this. Um, we see a lot, but I look at it like this. Look at Kushida and Tash and this is just gonna be easy match. It's gonna be Omega gonna try to do that one wing angel, but it's gonna miss. Look for Kushida and his teammate Bullet Club Gold winning tonight's match and stuff. Also, too, another match that everyone's been talking about, everyone's been buzzing about as of late, and it deals with this. It deals with the forward to this one. We want to talk about the Stadium Stampede match. The Stadium Stampede match between the Blackpool Combat Club Mystery Partners We found out it was Santana and Ortiz. They're going to be teaming up with the Blackpool Combat Club of Cesaro, Mox, and Yuta to take on the best friends, Orange Cassidy, Eddie Kingston, and the Lucha Brothers. I know this match is real heavy heated. It's been a heated match ever since, but we kind of know on who's going to emerge victorious in that match. You know that Eddie Kingston want to get his hands on Claudio so bad and he wants to convince John Moxley that you need to ditch the Blackpool Combat Club and get to what you normally used to be and stuff. And we kind of found out what was going to be, what he was doing normally going to do and stuff. But I see only one way and one way or another for him. I see this match just going towards the the Blackpool Combat Club, and we saw the Combat Club. They've been well, I see Eddie Kingston. Eddie Kingston needs this and his team. Orange Cassidy and best friends. They need a feel good win. So look for Orange Cassidy, um, Eddie Kingston, and the best friends to win over the Blackpool Combat Club. There's gonna be tension between the Combat Club and John Moxley on where things stand, and we're gonna get a taste of that sooner rather than later. Another match that's been everyone's been buzzing about. Who is the real world champion? CM Punk's defend his unsanctioned championship against Samoa Joe. This match has been dated back for months, ever since when Collision started. Well, Samoa Joe wants to maim CM Punk. This is his chance. This is his opportunity to do so. And in doing so, he has got CM Punk's number. And CM Punk looking forward to the challenge. CM Punk and Samoa Joe will battle. He has done it all to Joe, beating up Joe. Well, Joe has done things to him. CM Punk has done things to Joe. So it's only far from telling on what's going to happen. So, like I said, Samoa Joe, CM Punk, who needs it the most? Um, I'm going to pick Samoa Joe over CM Punk because this is the rubber match. And then too, CM Punk is just CM Punk. But look for. I want to say Samoa Joe wins and get that because I guess CM Punk needs it more. CM Punk hasn't beaten Joe, so it's a kind of like a toss up to me. But look for CM Punk to emerge victorious over Samoa Joe and defeat Samoa Joe in his match tonight. Also, to another match that everyone's been talking about, everyone's been buzzing about. That the we can find the Stinger. The Stinger. You can find the Stinger. Okay, find Sting. Quick. Let's see. We trying to see what matches did we cover. We cover a lot of matches. We covered just about all of them. Okay, we got Sting in the championship match. Well, here's interesting note. If we can find Sting quick. All right. Sting teams up with his friend Darby Allin to take on Swerve and Christian Cage. Now Sting has been playing games too. He was Joker Sting. See, he's trying to play with Prince Nana. Prince Nana, oh Nana. He didn't know. Look what you had started. With Sting, we know that a lot going on with that. Even to the fact that it was supposed to be AR Fox in the match. AR Fox got kicked out of the match for some apparent reason. We can find the match. You can find some pictures and stuff. Um, Now we know we saw that with Joe and them and stuff. But just to let you know how this is gonna go. We know that Christian has been feuding with Darby Allin and stuff, Luchasaurus. Darby Allin will get his shot against Luchasaurus next week on TV. So we'll see that match as well. But look for that being a feel good match. Darby Allin and Sting win over Christian and um and Swerve. We'll see that. And finally, um, to me, well, it is the main event. I don't know why they even try to put that as the main event for 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 a couple of reasons, I guess. But MJF defends the world championship against um Adam Cole. We know MJF and Adam Cole at first were not the best of friends, and now they're friends to the end. But would their friendship be tested? It will be tested tonight. Who's gonna turn on who? Who's gonna swerve who? We're gonna find out tonight. If we can find that footage. Okay, there's one. Adam Cole versus MJF for world title. But beforehand, they will team together for the Ring of Honor World Tag Team titles. Could they use the double clothesline, or we're gonna see something a turn of events coming out before the main event? Well, I'm thinking myself, we're gonna find out too. The turn of events gonna be Adam Cole versus I see them not winning the tag team titles. I'm a little bit bummed about that, and it's gonna start some friction between them. Because I mean, why would you start your tag team? Why would you have your main event become like at the end? It just didn't make no sense. Poor planning, poor marketing on their parts on AEW. Poor planning, poor marketing on his part. He just trying to he want to be WWE so bad. Just be yourself. Just let it play out. Well, we know earlier this week, Adam Cole and MJF both sat down with Renee Young to talk about the upcoming tag team match and them teaming up together, and then as the best friends and how everything's going to affect their friendship, and how it's going to evolve. Everything's going to evolve, and everything's going to be different because you know um, Adam Cole and him and MJF are kind of they don't see each other as friends. Now they're friends. How that friendship would there be friendship be tested tonight? And what does this got to do involved Roger Strong and Mike Bennett and Matt Taven with the Kingdom reunite? I'm believing the Kingdom will reunite tonight, and they're gonna turn on MJF. MJF is gonna be kind of have his guard down and stuff on everything tonight. Um, that's what I feel. Um, on what's going on. MJF even put it out this right here about tonight's match, about tonight's gates, about in both companies, saying both companies are setting record attendance gates left and right. Pro wrestling is winning, the fans are winning. Well, we're getting a taste of what's going on and how they're going to do. So I want to say look for Adam Cole to become the world champion and screw MJF out of the world title. And because they've been teasing, they've been wanting to attack each other left and right. So it's been a lot teasing between both men. Both men, MJF wanted to nail him with the belt, didn't do so with nailing him. So tonight we will see who's gonna do what he had to do, and even MJF putting off all the greats, the Lion, Hulk Hogan, Stone Cold Steve Austin, The Undertaker, Bruno, Shawn Cena. You know, it pays the way. So we kind of know what's going on for tonight. Adam Cole, MJF, they're gonna fight tonight. Look for Adam Cole to screw MJF and reform the kingdom. I look at it like that. So we could be seeing that coming up. All right, we're gonna end that right there on that note. All In London. It's coming your way. We're gonna see what happened. Did I get some of it right? Did I get some of it wrong? We'll have the AEW All In review show and see, did I get some right? Did I get some wrong? So for me, being Kendrick Dixon, so long. Thank you for watching. The Pro Wrestling Show presents the All In Predict the Outcome. See you later.